Let me ask you a question. What if the thing you're trying to control is the very thing that's holding you back? What if the job you thought you needed, the relationship you tried to force, the timeline you're obsessed with, what if all of that is too small for what God has planned? I came here today to tell you something simple. It's not complicated. It's not trendy. It's not a life hack. It's truth. You need to let go of the outcome and let God lead the way. You see, we live in a culture that glorifies outcomes. We measure everything by results. Did the relationship work? Did you get the job? Did your business blow up overnight? Did you hit 6 figures? Are you where people think you should be by now? We are trained to worship results. And so, we plan. We predict. We micromanage our futures like it's all up to us. But let me tell you something I've learned through pain, disappointment, and grace. You can do everything right and still not get the outcome you expected. And that's not failure. That's divine redirection. Let that sink in. I want to get real with you. Let me tell you a story from my own life. There was a season when I had my life planned out. I mean, every step. I had the career path, the goals, the 5-year vision board. I prayed over it, fasted over it, believed it with everything I had. But things didn't go the way I expected. That relationship I thought would last, it ended. That job I believed was for me, they ghosted me. That dream I thought was from God, doors slammed shut, and I was angry, confused, hurt. I remember sitting on the edge of my bed late at night saying, God, I don't get it. I gave this everything I had. Why would you let it fall apart? And that's when I heard the still, small whisper in my spirit. Because you were in love with the outcome, not with me. That moment broke me and saved me. Let's be honest. We want to control because we're afraid. Afraid of being disappointed. Afraid of wasting time. Afraid of missing out. Afraid of not measuring up. But control is an illusion. You don't control people. You don't control timing. You don't control outcomes. And the sooner you accept that, the free you become. Let me say this plainly. What God has for you doesn't require force. It doesn't require begging. It doesn't require manipulation. It doesn't require anxiety. All it requires is surrender. Now, don't get it twisted. Letting go of the outcome does not mean letting go of effort. You still show up. You still work. You still pray. You still prepare. But you do it from a place of faith, not fear. Let me help you see it. How do you know when you're holding on too tight? You're constantly anxious, even after you've done your part. You're mentally rehearsing worst-case scenarios 24/7. You feel like your worth depends on this one thing working out. You start compromising your values just to make it happen. Sound familiar? That's not faith. That's fear dressed up in hustle. You plant the seed. You water it. You give it light. But you do not yell at the ground demanding it grow by tomorrow. You trust the process. You trust the timing. And above all, you trust the one who brings the increase. That's the difference between effort and attachment. Listen to me. You serve a God who sees the end from the beginning. You serve a God who opens doors no man can shut. You serve a God who does not need your timeline, because he's not bound by time. So here's the truth. That rejection might have been protection. That closed door might have been redirection. That delay might have been preparation. God is not punishing you. He's positioning you. He's pruning you. He's developing you. He's working in rooms you haven't even walked into yet. But if you're too busy crying over what didn't happen, you'll miss what's about to happen. I need you to hear this. Letting go of the outcome doesn't mean you don't care. It means you trust the author more than the script you wrote in your head. And every time I've released something I thought I couldn't live without, God replaced it with something I never saw coming. More peace, more purpose, more alignment. You think you need that thing to be okay, but what you really need is God's presence guiding you, not your plan driving you. So what does this actually look like? Let's get practical. 1. You pray like this. God, here's my desire. Here's what I think I want, but you see more than I see. So I'm giving it back to you. 2. You stop forcing what doesn't fit. If it drains your soul, if it costs your peace, if you have to shrink yourself to keep it, that's not alignment. That's attachment. 3. You remind yourself daily, God is for me, even when it doesn't feel like it, even when doors close, even when it's quiet. His silence is not his absence. 4. You live in the present. Stop living in what if and start living in what is. Peace is always in the present moment, not in your imagined future. Some of you are exhausted, not because life is hard, but because you're trying to carry something you were never meant to carry. The outcome is God's job. Obedience is yours. Your job is to trust, move when He says move, wait when He says wait, and worship regardless of what doors open or close. That's freedom. That's peace. That's maturity. So let me speak directly to your heart right now, the part of you that's scared, tired, maybe a little bitter, maybe a little confused. I know you're doing your best. I know you've cried silent tears no one else saw. I know you've held it all together even when you were falling apart inside. But today, I'm asking you to do something radical. Let go. Let go of the outcome. Let go of the need to know how it ends. Let go of the belief that if this doesn't happen, you're a failure. And lift your hands and let God lead. Because where He's taking you is higher than where you were trying to go. So here's what I want you to do. Right now, in the comments, write this. I let go. God, I trust you. Say it out loud. Write it down. Let heaven hear you. And if this message resonated with you, if something broke loose in your heart, share it with someone who's holding on too tight. Because we all need reminders. We all need encouragement. We all need to be told, it's safe to surrender. You're not giving up. You're giving it to God. And that changes everything.